Welcome Reckless Wanderers, it's Robert again, and today I want to talk about filters. Over the last couple of months I have been using Ziggy's amazing Lootfilter that has been very pleasant on the eye and very true to the Path of Exile color scheme. And I was working on that filter to modify it to my own version because I wanted to create a mixture between the pleasantness of Ziggy's filter and also some of the features that Neversink's filter offered. I never really got used to Neversink's filter, mainly because it was visually and acoustically too loud, and I wanted to have something a bit more pleasing to both the ears and the eyes. Plus, I'm also one of those casual noobs that never plays Magic Finders, and thus I never have a problem with too many items on the screen. So this is not the typical boss drop, this is a cells, and I placed many items on here just to see how the filter works. So it's not what you would get from a normal boss kill unless you're playing a Magic Find build. And what I'm doing is I'm still showing those crappy items that you would never ever pick up, and most of the other filters simply hide them. But I don't know. I don't know why I am having a problem with stuff being hidden. I'm just rendering it very small. It still gives me the satisfaction that a lot of items drop, but I can still easily see which ones are the one I pick up. The rules for them are very similar to the ones the rules that Ziggy uses. I just made a slight modification. So Ziggy's has the Chaos Recipe items with the yellow border and the Regal Recipe items with the blue border, and I basically took the same concept, but I modified it in a way that all rare items are by default a bit smaller in text, and they have a transparent background, because you usually just pick them up for either the recipe or for alteration, for shards, for alteration and alchemy shards, but not if you're looking for upgrades. And that's what I included. Items that are good for upgrades, basically the best bases that you can get, like Assassin's Garb, Val Regalia, Astral Plates, and the highest weapon types, they have an orange border. I also made the higher level currencies a bit more noticeable, and I also introduced some map tiering by showing low tier maps with a white border and a bit higher tier maps with a yellow, and then the highest tier with a red border. And this is basically, those are basically the differences. Plus I was working a bit on the drop sounds, because this was also something that was, when I was playing, almost always a bit off-putting. When you're killing monsters, you have sound effects, and then something drops and it's like totally loud. I mean, I don't need it at that crazy volume. For me, it's okay if it's humble. So I'm keeping the volume of those drops relatively low, so that I still hear it, and I can still hear off-screen drops, but they don't explode my ears away. So that's basically my take on that filter. You can find the filter in the forums. There's a forum thread. I link it to the video description. There you can find the download link. It's on Pastebin and on GitHub. And if you find any stuff that's not working for you, or that you want to have improvements on, then just reply to the forum thread, to the YouTube video, or just submit a bug report to GitHub. The filter itself works well in filtration. I basically use Sublime to write it, but made sure that the filtration thing is also supported, so you can use that to get around and adjust the filter like you want. For example, if you don't want to see all the crappy items on the ground, you just go to the very end and change the very last thing to hide, and then that's it. And now I just have to reload, and all those items are gone. And now you have basically the same logic as Ziggy's filter, with the add-on of the tiering system and the different sounds. Okay, let's get that back for me, because I want to see items. There we go. Yep, that's basically it. If you have any suggestions, any comments, just leave them below the video. My name is Robert, and I hope to see you in game.